Welcome back to the Scotland 9-hole Cup Expert Division qualifying round, hole number 8. Here we're going to be playing for the Easy Eagle, with a slight chance at the Albatross, but most importantly, Easy Eagle here. We're going to be setting up with a Rock 8 plus, then switching to an APOC 5 plus. And for our approach, you'll need Cat 5 plus. I do recommend using a King Slayer if you have it here, as the 4 side spin can give you a better chance at the Albatross without having to add any curl, and it play a little bit safer. However, if you do try to go for the Albatross, it can be a little dangerous, even without curl. Depends on the bounce you get. It can end up in the rough or the bunker. So the recommended play is safe eagle. Just pop it up there somewhere close to the hole, take your eagle and run. You're going to see here that I tried to go for the Albatross and I don't make it. And I'll run a little bit long and a little bit right. You can make some adjustments from there if you like and try to give yourself a better chance, or you can just be satisfied with the eagle. For the drive, we're going to be setting up. The adjustment is P3 plus 10% max. We're using 4.4 top spin and 3 left spin. We're going to have the red ring on the left rough. If you're using a Rock 8, you'll have it at the top of the plus 14. If you're using a Rock 9, you'll have it at the bottom of the plus 14. The red ring touching the left rough, either at the top or the bottom of the plus 14, depending on which level rock you have. Now, if you notice here, I did use a little bit less than 4.4 top spin. It should have been 4.4. I think I ended up using 4.2. And so my second bounce is going to be a little close to the rough, but that shouldn't be an issue provided you use the 4.4 top spin. We're playing this with max left curl and just before circle drop OP. For the pull on the drive, you want to pull it straight with a slight 1159 flicker. You want to make sure that you're not pulling it with any 01. If you pull that drive with too much 01, there's a chance that you will roll long into the rough on the other side of the fairway, and we don't want to see that happen, right? So worst case scenario, I would rather be short and left than long and right and in the rough, all right? Even though if you do hit the rough, you can lay it up to Minthorn or close to max Inbringer still, but you have to flirt with the water and shoot it over and bounce it over the gap, and let's just try to avoid that, right? So make sure that you're pulling that drive with that slight 1159 flicker to ensure you don't roll long. Make sure you're playing it with just before circle drop OP. Don't add any additional overpower. There's a chance you could roll long. After you set up with your rock, switch to your APOC cat bag, adjust P310 max, full left curl just before circle drop OP, and hit perfect. Should put you in the 350 to 356 range. And it's going to leave us a bounce up shot for the eagle and the chance at the albatross. So you can play this with the Kingmaker. If you're playing it with the Kingmaker, you won't have the side spin that I have here. Like I said, I'm kind of pushing the envelope a little bit with this shot, trying to get close to dropping it. But for safety's sake, I don't recommend you do that. If you want to make sure that you're walking away with an eagle no matter what, then my recommendation would be to play this with around a half a bar backspin and 3 left spin. What you'll do is you'll find your sticky spot. Your blue ring, clear ring should be somewhere around the rough on the left. If you shift left and right, you'll see that the second bounce stays still. And with a half a bar backspin and 3 left spin, what you're going to want to do is make sure that your third bounce is right along the green fringe line. So you don't want it to be on the green. If anything, have that third bounce on the fringe or on the fringe green line, but you don't want to be bouncing long and running through the back of the green into the rough. Better to be a little bit short and take the putt than to roll, catch a speed roll, roll long, and roll into the rough on the back. So safe play is 0.5 back, 3 left, third bounce on the top of the fringe or in the fringe. And then you can use baby left curl with no OP to try and get it a little bit closer to the hole. But, you know, we'll leave that up to you. You can add more curl to try and go for the albatross, or you can add more side spin like I do here to try and go for the albatross. Just keep in mind, if you do, there is a much higher risk that you catch a weird bounce and end up either in that bunker to the left or in the rough to the left of the green. And we want to try to avoid that. But here, like I said, I'm going to push it a little bit. So I'm adding additional side spin because I'm using a Kingslayer here. And because I am using additional side spin and going more for the hole-in-one, I'm also playing this at 10% at slider. If you're playing the safe eagle shot with the 0.5 back, 3 left, recommend that you play that at 5% elevation. But you can also play it at 10% to give yourself a little more cushion if that left rough or bunker scares you. Worst case scenario, you don't want to walk away from this hole with anything less than an eagle, so get cute with it at your own risk. My recommendation is safe, easy eagle, right? P3 plus 5% on the approach, 10% on the drive. We're using cat plus yard numbers to get our slider value. 12 is 100, 11 is 98, 10 is 96, 9 is 94, 8 is 92, 7 is 90, 6 is 88, 5 is 85, 4 is 83, 3 is 81, plus 2 is 79, plus 1 is 77, and 0 is 75% slider. That's for all level cats and big dog. Cat 5 plus, big dog 7 plus. You can use those same slider values. Good luck. Hope you all get at least the easy eagle, and we'll see you on the last hole.